That's what he wants to do.
And I love him, and I love everything that camp is. We talk about Jaron Ennis in the same way, week in and week out.
Yeah.
We talk about them the same way. They're in the same camp. I love them. They're my brothers. Bozy, he's giving me advice. I fought with their older brothers, but at the end of the day, we cannot neglect that people need to market themselves in this era. We can't talk about 5 years ago. Boxers 5 years ago. 5 years ago, boxers never went online and put their workouts online. That was 5 years ago. This is how fast that time is running.
Hey, boxing taps into hate. Whether we like it or not, race is involved. Do you think Tyson Fury has more fans than Deontay Wilder, or were the people just hated Deontay Wilder and was cheering for Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury couldn't sell his arena out without Wilder. It's the hate for Wilder that brought all the
Wilder. Yes.
I'll tell you this, and then if you can flip that same coin, I hear so much hate about Canelo, who's done nothing but everything you want a fighter to do.
And I know people that hate Tyson Fury like a motherfucker, bro. They can't. You can't even say Tyson Fury in their chat room, bro. I mean, it's emotional fucking fanboys, bro. That's what it's about. We didn't have that before. Boxing now. See, America doesn't love boxing like it used to love boxing. We used to embrace boxing. And now, you know, boxing, we know so many fucking dirty things about it. We know all the cheating going on, the doped athletes. They're only the hardcore fans are into boxing anymore. So you're not going to get these heroes like we had in the past. People aren't going to embrace Bud Crawford. I don't care what the fuck color he is. Canelo Alvarez, only boxing fans know Canelo Alvarez. He should be known. Everybody should know who he is. Like, and I hate to go back again, but say Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, even Oscar De La Hoya, but Oscar caught the tail end of it, man. After that era, boxing became not as popular. Not the general population, the casuals, even the lower than casuals. That's what you need to sell pay-per-views, to make stars out of athletes, and the fan base is just not there anymore, man. Too much going on.
But the marketing taps in the hate. Like if you saw, even with the Devin Haney and Lomachenko thing, it was like Muslims versus Christians. Like you could see the overall theme that they use. They find things to tap into to try to bring in people who are not. I don't want to call them just casuals, but people who don't watch every fight. Like we watch every fight. I do. If there's a fight on, I'm trying to see who it is. I don't care where they are, what language it's in. I want to know who's the best in the world. But the people that are marketing, they're looking for some type of hate to be able to divide people. And unfortunately, that's what we got to deal with. So we got to find somebody that hates Cubans. Who hates Cubans?
We got good news, though. There's a fighter out of Cleveland, Ohio, who might become the best in the world, man. Keep your eyes on Abdullah Mason.
We know about the Mason family.
He might be the best in the world, man. And
he got some brothers that are nice too.
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody that young. You know, it's kind of rare to see a guy grow up in boxing the way he did. He hasn't even scratched the surface of what he can be. I don't think there's nobody that can beat him when he hits his peak. I don't think there's nobody yet.
But see, that's where Boots is, right? He came from a family of fighters, and that's all he knows is the gym. But you got to have a machine behind you. You got to catch some sort of algorithm.
Well, we did see Boots run away from Virgil Ortiz, so I mean, we gotta pump the brakes on that. We didn't see him fight Virgil Ortiz.
Ortiz can't make the weight.
At the end of the day, why wouldn't he go to 54 and go get him?
Because he's at 47. He's there to conquer 47.
Hold on. Didn't Roy go get James Toney?
Hey, Roy, that's a different era.
Okay.
Different era.
It's not about different era. It's about, do you want to be great or not? Nothing changes.
But you got to understand, Roy was already Roy. Jaron Ennis is not the Jaron Ennis that we know he can be yet. Why would he take that jump and do something like that when he has a chance to do it on a more even playing ground? Roy Jones was Roy Jones when him and James Toney really got off.
Keep in mind this, though, Tim. His talent says different. I'm not talking about him. I'm telling you what his talent says. His talent says, I can go beat his ass. I can go get this guy. The thing is, that's what I'm saying. When you do what you're doing, protecting guys, I'm one of those people, man. Put his ass in there. Let's see what he can do. You know, one of the favorite things I always like when I watch like your father's career or guys from that era, they didn't care who it was. You better not say my name on TV or you get your ass kicked. That's what I miss. And for you to say, I don't want Jaron Ennis to go get Virgil, go get him. He go get Virgil, he can come back to 47. It's on the heavyweight.
Hey, hold up. I'm not saying that at all. I'm for everything. I think people are. I think there's a such thing as a phenom, right? And there are a few phenoms out there. There's people who went straight from high school to the pros. If you're a phenom and you're able to do it, let's go ahead and get them in there and let's see what's cracking. We can see what talent looks like. You can see it. Let's
look at Boots and David Morrell tell you that they have all-time great talent. We don't say that about everybody. Right. David Morrell Jr. and Boots say when you look at these guys from the eye test, I mean, he beat the hell out of Sergey Lipinets. I never seen nobody beat him like that. I mean, he beat the life out of him. So if he can do that, go get Virgil. Go get
David tried to stop it.
Yeah, go get what's the I just lost Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu. Go get these guys because at 47, who's gonna beat Blair Cobb, Stanionis? He still won't get credit. He's gonna be in the same position he's in now. They're gonna say all these guys were nothing. You know what's funny? He's the new Andre Ward, whether you realize it or not. He can't win for losing. He can't. Remember when they said leave Triple G alone, go up to 168. If you believe it or not, Boots is the new Andre Ward, man. He gonna have to take some chances if he want to become as good as he can be. It's just the cards that he's dealt.
Yeah.
Hey, I got BVO up here. I got a good question for BVO, man. Hey, what's next for Teofimo, bro? What do you think about that fight, bro? I haven't talked to you about it.
Oh, it was. You know what? It was a terrible performance, by both guys. And the thing about Teo that I've learned is that he struggles to be first. And if he has to be first, he's gonna look like dog shit. And that's just how it's been his whole career. I mean, I've never seen him do what he was doing. He was missing. He just can't be first. And what he's gonna mess around and do is be like every other counterpuncher. Never won a big fight if he can't fix that problem. So I'm hoping that he need to give it up his father, honestly. That's just my personal opinion. You gotta get him his father and get there.
That's his problem.
Your dog H said something pretty funny. He said, Ward, nah, if he keeps it up, he's gonna be the next Boo Boo Andrade.
Yeah, I mean,
do we say Teo had a horrible offensive performance, or do we say the other guy had a master class in planning and his defensive performance?
Well, I would say this.
Did you Teo has a horrible camp of his dad? He's got to get rid of his dad. Come on, everybody. You know what his dad does.
So, you know what? I would say that, man, but then I remember a fight that always lets me know if a guy didn't do what he's supposed to do is when I think about Miguel Cotto versus Floyd. Miguel made it clear, you're going to stand right here and fight me. I don't give a damn what you thought you was going to do. You're going to stand right. And we never seen Floyd do that. We never seen Floyd be forced to say, you know what? I got to stand in front of this motherfucker and fight him.
Yeah.
So I think that Teo, if he wants to be great, because he got talent, but he got to get his head together and he got to get a new trainer, man. Boxing is like 80% mental, man. It's just terrible to say that, but it's like a good way I'll put it is, do you remember when they both fought, when Devin fought Loma and then you seen him fight Ortiz? I seen, Devin, he kind of maybe know he lost to Loma, but he celebrated. Soon as Teo won against Ortiz, he started complaining. It was the caterer's fault. It was the driver's fault. The suit was too tight. Man, I got a diaper rash. It wasn't like, it's just the two mindsets, man. Teo got to get some more life skills, man.
Yeah.
I think that's just probably, he don't have enough life skills.
He's emotional.
It's very
hard.
And
it's hard to say no.
A lot of that falls on the teachings of his father as well, and him in a situation where his father's his trainer kind of hinders his growth. It kind of, how can you tell your dad that you're not going to do this or you're not going to do that? That's kind of where the conflict of interest comes in. Where we don't know what Tio really wants or how he's standing up for himself with his father, but that's his father.
Yeah.
Hey, his dad writing checks. His dad writing some checks that might bounce. You feel me? Like,
That's why I asked you the question, Clarence.
Well, you know, salute to my man Clarence. I think the
Yeah.
thing is, as somebody who covers boxing, I gotta be unbiased. Everybody knows, you know, Jamel Charlo is my favorite fighter, but I do like Teal.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest about what I'm seeing. If he looks like dog shit, he looks like dog shit. It's
Did you
just
say Jamel Charlo?
Jamel's my favorite fighter. Yeah, Jamel's my favorite.
I ain't never ever heard nobody say that before. That's
Oh
the first
shit!
Oh,
Well,
man.
you know why I said that? Because a guy like Jamel he wasn't heralded coming out. He turned pro at like 18, and the fact that he came up the hard way, became an undisputed champion. That's a hell of a story, man. You can't make that up. That's a Disney
He
movie.
fought guys, you know, it took him a couple fights, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? He took L, you know, so he had to learn from shit. He adjusted. So I like that in Jamel too, bro.
Yeah, he
I
cried
like
like
that.
a newborn when he lost, but he
I
came
got
back
something
better.
to say. Hold up one damn minute. All
Yeah.
right. So listen. Okay, I was thinking about maybe bringing this topic up, but I kind of wanted to prepare everybody for it. I wanted to have a discuss one time about the people who have become undisputed champions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we look at the last 2 or 3 people that have become undisputed champions, it's almost like they diminished what it means to become the undisputed champion, to own all the belts. How did Jamel Charlo became undisputed and then he disappeared?
Right.
He went away from what happens? Doesn't it mean something to get it and defend it? Or do you get it and use it as leverage to go do a pick-me fight of somebody that's an easier win at a higher weight to make yourself look great?
I mean, I think Tim can say that can attest to this. It takes a lot to do all that fighting, man. I think from what I've seen with boxers, they get so messed up in training camp that, I mean, let's be honest here, man. He probably was dealing with a lot of injuries because really he lost the first Brian Castano fight and was get to the draw. And when he fought him again, he had a great performance, but I think it took a lot out of him, man. Let's be honest, boxing is what it is, man. It's a tough sport, dog. This ain't the 50s, man. Dudes
My
are
man
making
from
millions of
Detroit,
dollars.
my man from Detroit beat the brakes off Ramel. If
Yeah,
we being real, he
Yeah.
he got a little too full of what he was doing to him in that second fight and got caught slipping. But he was, man, every time Harris hit that boy with that jab, my man head was touching the back of his in the middle, boop, boop. You feel me? Like he was piecing him up.
Yeah, he was, but you know, you gotta remember this too. He went and beat the hell out of him that next fight and knocked him on the front of his kids and wife. That was pretty brutal. That second
He
fight.
was getting beat up in that second fight too.
He was until he
Tony
wasn't.
was tossing him up until he got caught slipping, dancing.
And then what happened? What happened to Tony? Tony's gas tank went off like it
got
always
caught.
does. No, Tony got a gas tank problem.
Yeah.
His gas light came on again. Whoop. And look about the girl he's training now, Alicia Bunga, one of my favorites. She got a gas tank problem now. The thing is, man.
Hey, man, she got popped. She got popped. Remember that?
She got pop and she be popping it.
She got all that, but guess what? She got a gas problem too. She got a rotten gas tank now. So
she got too much muscle on her, man. How you gonna have all that muscle on you and you try to make it all them rounds? It don't work. That's that Anthony Joshua issue.
Yep. Too much muscle. You gotta carry it. No, that's not for boxing.
That could be the case, but I've seen Ken Norton buff as hell going 15 rounds.
There's I've seen
Tim Bradley.
Yeah.
I've lost to 300-pound people in the 10-mile race before. You know what I mean? You know that don't mean that is everybody can do it. You know that's the point of it. But do we want to get into my little bit? It's not really a big thing, but you know, every so often Rahman comes back up in our lives.
Yes, let's talk about
it. And for some reason, this fight will not die. It will not die. So I'm at home. What was this, like Tuesday? and I'm sitting, and I gotta shout out my girl Heather Aces. She's from North Jersey, but she's down in Florida right now, and she's working for some company called ICB. I don't know what it is or whatever. So I get home from work or whatever, and she hits me up like, "Yo, don't you and Rockman got some kind of history together?" And I'm like, "Yo, yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody knows about it or whatever." Obviously, she sent me up because she knows about it. And she's like, "Well, his opponent just pulled out, and we're looking for a replacement." And I'm like, "That's crazy." First of all, because like how I know Heather from Celebrity Boxing when I did that Celebrity Boxing match. So how this shit's still going on. So I immediately go to her. And then before I finish this story, I just want to let people know that Rock Mom probably knows nothing about this. It's got nothing to do with him. As far as I know, it's not like he went to her and told her to come hit me up or nothing like that. That's not that, from what I know, that's not what happened. But so immediately I'm here, I'm on here smoking, I'm living my life now. I told you guys I'm not even trying to fight no more or whatever like that, but I just say, yo, so what numbers are they talking about? You know, what's gonna get me off the couch?
You-
So she comes back to me with the most dumbest shit that I ever heard. And this is crazy because I didn't even know what Rockman was doing. Nobody's heard what he's doing, where he's at, or whatever like that. So she told me that they're trying to give out $1,000 to $1,500.
It costs more than that to eat for a week.
And
Is that a joke?
and 20% of the
or is no longer in service.
20%.
Sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected. No
Bruce,
longer in service.
Yeah, Uncle Bruce, man.
is he calling him again?
Hey, but you know what I will say? I gotta say this real quick. I don't know if y'all seen a guy in the chat named Boxing Scholar. This guy stole my cell phone and helped me look for it. So you gotta watch that guy, Boxing Scholar. He's in the chat, man.
Yes.
He stole my iPhone and helped me look for it. So you gotta watch guys like that, man.
Oh,
You gotta watch guys like that.
oh.
Hey, were you trying to call Ruckman?
No. I just played that. I just played that for the soundtracks just to bust your balls.
Bruce.
The sound of a disconnected phone.
I didn't even write back, but I guess he's fighting on a promotion where they paying his opponents $1,500 and then 20%.
He's in the back, one of y'all. Bruce or Tim, he's in the back.
No, he's not in the back. He's in the chat, but
Oh, I thought he was in the
I
back.
don't see him in the studio.
Man, my man's a klepto. He said he forgot he stole it.
Yeah.
Hey, the man stole my phone and helped me look for it. That's a scary guy right there.
Oh, whoa.
That's a scary.
That sounds strange.
Well, let me ask you guys this. What do you guys think about us not hearing no excitement about this undisputed heavyweight champion bout? What you think that's about?
It's not for us. Ukraine had the belts for like 8 years over there with the Klitschko's. It's not for us. This is by design. They don't care about what we think. They getting Saudi money. All the fans that's gonna watch the fight or go to the fight are all over there.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to pay people from America to go over there and watch that fight. Pay us to go watch it.
Bro,
Eddie is charging fights and giving it to his people for free on the platform.
Yeah, but you know what's at stake in this fight, though? It's definitely worth the look-see, bro. That's the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. That's the most prestigious title in all of boxing, bro. I mean, do your research, bro. Back in the day, and any time, the baddest man on the planet is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. That's the biggest fucking title in all of boxing.
I agree with you, Bruce, but the powers that be manipulate and put the people they want in place for these fights. And they do it over an extended period of time, right? We could have been had an undisputed champion. Ben had an undisputed heavyweight champion. But the powers don't want to see certain people with all the straps. The people they want to have the straps are the people that they can control. And the people that the people that gonna get them straps, they probably owe him something. You know what? I got big respect for Alexander Usyk. He did it the hard way. He did it at the weight class before Undisputed, and he's trying to do it up here. But honestly, would you pay $79 to watch Usyk fight somebody like Jared Anderson? Would you pay? Is that a major event? Or even our man from Cuba?
Frank Sanchez.
I wouldn't pay $9 to watch Jesus Christ fight the devil, bro. I stream it all.
I get it, but I mean, you brought up the whole thing about the heavyweight championship being that's the best thing ever, but they don't care about what we think.
The best thing ever. Well, then why the fuck do you care what they think? This is the two best heavyweights in the world fighting, regardless of where they're from, what they believe in, how much money they're charging you. As a boxing fan, as a simple idiot boxing fan that I am, I want to see a unified, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. That's all, bro. I mean, I don't make no politics about it. I don't give a fuck where the money's going, what color these guys are, what fucking federation is ranking them. This is undisputed, man. This goes back to all the way to the days of Jack Johnson, bro, Joe Louis, fucking Frazier, Ali. I'd like to say Witherspoon, but he was never an undisputed heavyweight champ of the world, and that's a shame, bro. You know, I mean, it's prestigious, and Tim will tell you right there, bro. His dad didn't achieve that lofty goal.
Right, and he won it twice.
Exactly, and should have won it 3 times. Larry Holmes was never the undisputed heavyweight champion.
Archie Moore couldn't get a damn title shot. My man was like 55 or something like that before he got his first title shot and won. You know what I mean? So certain people get put in positions for this. We have to acknowledge that.
Let me get in here real quick, because you remember I had Terrence Crawford over Errol Spence.
Right.
I just want you to record this. I am definitely, and it might be a majority decision here for everybody, but I'm definitely going Tyson Fury over Usyk. I said it here.
Well, that's not breaking news.
It'll be decision.
It's not breaking news. I just wanted to be on record.
Yeah,
that's the same thing. Other Cuban trainers told me. That's the same thing they told me.
Yeah, he's favored. He is favored though. I believe he is favored, but
it's Tyson Fury is gonna beat the hell out of him. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
What happens if Tyson Fury comes in the same shape that he did with Nagano?
He's not that dumb.
He didn't put the cheeseburgers down. He didn't put the hamburgers down. I mean, Tyson Fury, I mean, he still looks like a blob, but he looks like a healthy blob.
Man, and Usyk do not like them body shots.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna end up throwing up.
Exactly.
He do not like that pressure and them body shots.
He don't, but Tyson Fury got a glass chin, if you ask me.
Oh
Yeah, when he get hit by Wilder and Ngannou, maybe. But
everybody that hits him, that man have been on the canvas in like 5-6 different fights.
And what do he do when he get off that canvas? He get the whooping ass too. Don't forget that. Don't forget that he get off that canvas.
Next week, bro. Is it next week or the week after? We got AJ Nagano, bro, coming up.
Yeah.
Edge's gonna beat him to death.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, bro.
That's gonna be.
He's gonna be waiting around to put that jab in that boy face, man. He ain't gonna be waiting for that. He gonna.
Hey, look, we got bad Chad. I'm gonna ride with that Chad, man.
Pounds, % body fat.
Ukraine.
Drinking too much.
I'm not making my official prediction yet. I like to watch film.
Yeah.
I got a prediction for you. I think Ryan Garcia is gonna stop Devin Haney.
Man, you done lost your rabbit ass mind.
God.
Mad Chad, my brother. Salute that. Upload typo.
I'll be going for Usyk.
You ever seen Boys in the Hood? You ever seen Boys in the Hood? Remember they had to carry Ricky in the house? They got to carry Devin in the house, man.
Yo, I need to hear some more about this. I need to hear some more about this.
the thing you got to remember with Devin Haney is this: he's not going to be able to control the pace. He's going, and I think Loma showed us something that he can be hit, and if he get hit with that left hand, it all depends on if Ryan comes in. If Ryan comes in there focused and takes the fight to Devin, I think he can get him out of there. Because one thing that we've known that we've seen before, that Devin can be rocked. So if Ryan put hands on him, and he's not going to be drained like he was when he fought Tank, it's gonna be a long night for Devin. And I
Out
think
of the
it's
two
gonna be so
fighters, which
exciting.
ones hit the canvas?
Say it again.
Out of the two fighters, which one of them hit the canvas?
I see Devin going down early.
That
Make it
wasn't.
I see Devin going down early. Oh, you said who went on the canvas first? Oh, you forgot about.
I mean, who's been on the canvas?
You forgot what happened. I think off that canvas, didn't you? He beat
I
Luke Campbell to death.
Okay.
See, I'm a little different, man. I honor a man who can get off the ground and come knock you out.
For sure.
Yeah, but Devin ain't never been on the ground. No, we got to give him credit for that too, right?
Yo,
We're gonna see him go on the ground in April.
I
we thought he
guarantee
was gonna go on the ground for Regis.
Well, we seen him still one from Loma. Loma almost stopped him that level round. I know you've seen that.
Ryan ain't gonna be able to handle no kind of boxing by the 6th round. Devin Haney is going to make him feel the pressure of the night. There's no way. There's no way.
Ryan gonna be doing a mix of the hokey pokey and the Macarena.
We see. Hold on. We gotta remember. We see Oscar De La Hoya beat Sweet Pea's ass.
What the hell?
Similar.
What?
Yeah, but that's not Ryan though, bro. Ryan, Oscar. Listen, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya was like a real boxer who was dedicated to his craft, and he had a father. He had a father who was on his ass, bro, every day, and like he maybe his father was overbearing and fucked up and mean, but that father did make Oscar De La Hoya into what he was, including his mother, who also supported him. And Ryan Garcia is out here living like a fucking Kardashian in the fucking hills, doing cocaine, partying, looking like a fucking idiot. He has none of the accomplishments of a fucking Oscar De La Hoya whatsoever. Does he have a gold medal? No. Does he have a championship? No. By the time Oscar was his age, bro, Oscar had fucking titles, bro. So you can't compare them just because they sort of look alike and they both look like pretty boy bitches.
Oh,
well,
man, Oscar has some pressure, bro.
That's what I tell you. That's what I tell you.
Oscar daddy walked in that room. Oscar had his mama heels on and that fishnet shirt. He was like, "Hey, boy."
You know,
take that lipstick off, boy.
I put like this. You know the funny thing about society now. Hey Tim.
You're weirdo.
Hey, Tim, you know what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Hey, Tim, you know what I'm saying, man. It's crazy. You can't never make a mistake in this society. If you do, motherfuckers hold against you for the rest of your life.
Well, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Made a mistake. Hold on.
Who made a mistake? Who made a mistake?
Listen, Oscar, whatever he was doing, he made a mistake. We've seen him.
Okay, but that was way after he had championships. Bro, you're talking about way after he had championships and titles and medals.
This is the thing you're missing. Boxing is
when he wore the
same ecosystem that it was.
Let the man talk.
Let me finish, dog, and then you can talk after me. This is the thing. Boxing is nowhere near the same ecosystem it once was. There is no streamline to the Olympics like it was back when Oscar went.
Sure there is.
They're actually trying to take away boxing out of the Olympics. I know you probably don't read, but they're trying to take boxing out the Olympics.
No, I don't read.
So,
bro, who the fuck
be quiet, man, while I'm talking.
To?
Just be quiet while I'm talking, Goofy.
No, I'm not going to be quiet. I just came on.
Listen, be quiet while I'm talking.
Let the man finish, because
I'll let you finish your asinine fucking points. Go ahead.
Who is this?
That's Curly.
We gonna give you I'll give you as much time as you want. Just let him finish what he's gonna say, and then
who's gonna give me what?
The floor is yours. The floor, I promise.
The floor is mine.
Yes. After, let him just get his final points out, so you can rebuttal everything that he says.
Okay. And I will happily do that. Go ahead.
So basically, what I'm saying is boxing is not the same ecosystem as it was. They not being a gold medalist. There's no track to it like it used to be when Oscar fought. At the end of the day, what we seeing with Ryan is something great. We got to give him credit for at least fighting two of the big names already in his career. Whether he wins or loses, let's not forget Roberto Duran. He went 1-3. I mean, it don't matter. At the end of the day, it's about giving a guy credit for going and daring to be great. At the end of the day, I think in this fight, I think that Ryan, who's beat Devin many times before, is going to go in there and kick his ass. That's just my opinion.
All right.
At the end of the day, you got. Are you going to be quiet so I can talk or what, man?
No. It's me. It's me.
Oh,
because,
go ahead. My bad, go ahead.
I mean, I understand, but let's hear my man's point of view too.
Go ahead.
And see where we can come to a middle ground.
I mean, we don't need to come to a middle ground, really. We don't. We can all have our own opinions and respect each other.
For sure.
But, however, I think what was just said right here was a bunch of, nonsense, in my opinion. No offense to the dude, but Ryan is nowhere near anywhere close to Oscar De La Hoya. At the same age, if you look at the career paths, it's not even close. Ryan Garcia has never even held a title. So what are you talking about? De La Hoya fucking ran through the fucking divisions, beating everybody, fighting everybody, beating everybody. Ryan Garcia is playing the Floyd Mayweather we're not going to fight him. Well, I'll fight him, but I'll fight him. Oh, but
somebody compare.
And then, not only that, Bruce, but he already got his ass whooped by fucking Tank.
Mistake, bro. BBO, you didn't compare Oscar and a young Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan, did you, bro?
Yeah, no, that's what
I didn't
he was
compare
doing.
them. What I basically was
you
saying,
didn't compare them?
All right then, man.
Come on, bro.
Man.
Don't lie. Don't
need to hit
there's nobody. So there's nobody to lie to.
He was kicking ass, man.
His name is Troll, man.
Motherfucker's
Kick
lying,
ass
dude.
pantyhose on.
Why
You just the name is Troll.
Why would you
You
lie?
a nobody, bro. It
Hold on,
doesn't
wait.
matter.
Let's calm down. We can't hear.
Wait. I thought it was my turn.
We can't hear everybody.
Yeah, one at a time, bro. One at a time.
It's Curly's turn. It's Curly's turn.
I thought it was my turn, though. I wasn't done, though.
Yeah, finish up, Curly.
I finished my destruction of, what was his name? Curly?
Curly's
Curly's talking about I'm a nobody. This is Haplotype Zero, bro.
Walker,
I'm the oldest channel on YouTube, bro.
Can we get the names up here?
I'm the oldest channel on YouTube. What are you talking about? Who am I? I'm Haplotype Zero, just so you know. Just call me Haplo if you want. But, bro, you just said a bunch of asinine bullshit, in my opinion. Now, if that's your opinion, you're welcome to have your own opinion. That doesn't mean that I have to agree with your opinion, though. You're welcome to your own opinion, but I don't have to agree with it. And what you said was a bunch of fucking crap, dog. So then I'll leave it at that, and I'll respond to whatever you have to say next.
First of all, you my brother, and I love you. It don't matter. Boxing, we need people like you for boxing, just like they need people like me. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is this. You got to get a man credit for being willing to take the big fights. A lot of guys, we just found out that Tank and Frank Martin's not happening.
What big fights, though?
This is the thing. Tank Davis is a big fight. Devin Haney's a big fight. I mean, unless you're not watching.
Well, he took one of them, the Tank Davis one, and lost and got his ass knocked out.
Hold on. Did they
actually he quit?
Listen. When Duran lost, dude, Duran only beat Sugar Ray Leonard, and then he got his ass kicked the rest by the other kings.
Duran only beat Sugar Ray Leonard? Actually, no. He was the undisputed lightweight champion.
No, I'm talking about other four. I'm talking
Before
about the other four kings. The other three kings, he got his ass beat. He'd only beat
but Duran was a king because he fucking was an undisputed champion at lightweight. He was one of the
he's the arguably
a top five best lightweight of all time.
We're talking about when he fought one of the kings. When he fought the other kings, the guys who were as good as him, he got his ass beat. That's just what it was.
Hold on, fellas.
I thought he beat Sugar Ray Leonard in the first
That's
fight.
the only one. Tommy Hearns kicked his ass.
That's the only one?
Marvin kicked his ass. I mean, and then when they fought again,
Marvin didn't kick his ass. That was a fucking close-ass fight. Did you watch that fight?
At the end of the day, guess what? He got his ass kicked. Did he win?
No, he didn't get his ass kicked. It was close as fuck.
At the end of the day,
man.
No one's going to remember.
Hold up a second. Ryan Garcia is a predator bait.
Oh my God.
They use him to catch a predator. They're pimping his fans, bro. Ryan should be on the Misfits League.
But look at that business model. Can we apply that to Andy Cruz? Let's go back to that.
No way, can't. Because
No, you
Andy Cruz ain't no Abercrombie and Finch looking model.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
but he got his own hardcore story people can relate to. I'm at home watching stories about fucking the hardest cities in America on YouTube. You know what I mean? There's a market for everybody, but why isn't it being applied?
You gotta remember, like, them got, Oscar, Muhammad Ali, a lot. It's Floyd to an extent. When guys are handsome, they get a lot of different things, man. And Ryan's getting a lot of love because he's handsome. I mean, call it what you want.
Yeah, man. Ooh.
It is what it is.
Man, we in the sport of boxing, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody look like, bro. What
Hey, listen, if you think that don't matter, you will not.
It matters. Hey, listen, I'm the person.
It matters to the female fans. It matters to the female
ESPN
fans.
And what they did with
it matters to the female fans. If a guy's good looking, they may attract more female fans.
I don't know.
But why are you talking about how good looking he is? Because are you a female?
Yeah, bro.
Listen, I'll tell you this, DW. It's not about.
Let me get one thing in. Let me just get one thing in. There was no time where that switch turned off where white wasn't more attractive than black. There's
wrong.
No, let me finish.
Wrong.
I'll let you rebuttal. I'll let you rebuttal, whatever.
Name the top selling boxers of all time. They're all black.
But that has nothing to do with how they got to be the richest boxers.
What do you mean it has nothing to do
with the deals that they got?
You just brought up race,
bro. There has nothing. Can I? There's a reason
why you can't, because you're fucking lying.
Well, how do we get this guy on here without even?
How do we get me on here? Because I'm the original channel on YouTube.
This guy's
I'm the original boxing channel on YouTube.
Let me. That's fine and dandy, but you're on our YouTube channel, and I gave you a chance to.
Who's the best?
What bitch? And now you're over talking me. Can you just give me a chance? We'll give you another chance to say whatever you want to say about what I got to say, but I'm not done. So just take a second, just take your turn and show some respect, all right? So back to it. It doesn't matter what business you are in, all right? If Eminem comes into the hip-hop scene, he's selling records. I'm on Instagram every day looking at exercise videos. You know who has the most views? Blonde-haired white women on exercise videos. So for us to talk about what has changed and what has not, it's the same thing for boxing, bro. So with that being said, it's not an excuse. I just sat here and said that we all have the same chance to do what everybody else has to do. But to say that people look at blonde-haired people the same way that they look at brown people is a little bit disingenuous when we see it every day. You can look at any, and this is the one thing that I want people to know. When it comes to certain advantages or disadvantages, we might have misinformation. It could be the same. White people in boxing could have the same disadvantages as black people. You know what I mean? But we do see these good-looking people who happen to be what America thinks looks good, getting deals right out the gate, where we can't compare it to Floyd, where Floyd didn't get nowhere near where Oscar got coming out the gate. Mm-hmm. So it's like we cannot neglect that isn't part of the issue, but we all could do something about it, like we're doing right now. We're on the platform. We're showing people our personalities. That's what those boxers can do. Now, Hyplo, you can say whatever you want to say. I'm not even, you got the floor again.
Yeah, I could say whatever I want to say, except when being muted over and over again by whoever that is, muting people. Whoever has the fucking keys is
Hey, I got the
muting
keys,
over
but
and
you
over
gotta show
again.
some
Let him go.
fucking
Let him go.
respect, bro.
Skywalker. Skywalker.
Hey,
I
he's
gotta
talking
show some
over you, bro.
respect.
Nah, fuck
How
that,
about
bro.
showing me some
Don't talk
fucking
over
respect?
us, bro. I'm giving you a
How
chance
about
to go
showing
ahead
me
and
some
rebuttal.
fucking respect?
Go ahead and rebuttal,
Skywalker, let him
motherfucker.
Where's
go.
my
You don't have the
respect?
common
Where's my
decency or
respect?
fucking respect.
Where's
You
my
stupid
respect?
fuck.
You cut me off,
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
cut you
The
off
guy in
because
the
you were
middle.
talking.
Go.
Hey, fuck
The guy
that.
in the
Yeah,
middle who doesn't know
Put him
shit.
back,
fuck up.
Put him
Guy in the
back.
middle who
Fuck
doesn't know
up.
shit.
Kick you off here, bro.
Who are you?
Fuck that.
Shut the fuck up. Suck a dick, bro. Suck a dick.
Skywalker, Haplo, bro. This isn't my show. I'm a guest on Tim's show. And
Yeah,
besides,
come
we
here
don't
with some
over talk
fucking
people.
respect,
You're coming
bitch.
on here. You're over talking
Talking
people.
about fucking race.
You can go,
Fucking
Haplo,
racist
bro.
or what?
This
Shut the
ain't the
fuck
kind of
up.
show we run, man. No,
Bódalo.
you want to speak respectfully? We'll give you one more chance, man. You overtalk people, you're out of here. I don't give a fuck.
He sounds like a
Speak.
fucking racist.
How am I over talking
Yeah,
anyone?
Yeah, shut the
Hey,
fuck up.
Bruce.
Yeah,
I thought
fucking
that.
yeah.
Hold on.
Let him talk.
Let me
Let him
just
talk.
finish, and I'm gonna go, bro. I thought this
go,
was
you little
Bruce
bitch.
Gass's channel. I thought we were on
Yeah,
here
no,
actually
you're
to
not.
talk boxing. This
Well,
motherfucker has been muting me over and over
Shut the
again
fuck up before you get
You
muted
can,
again.
you can get him
he-
back
he-
right, bro.
See, I got muted again.
Yeah.
I got muted again.
Shut the fuck up. My show, bitch.
Throw him out. Throw him out. Throw him out.
I'll kick him.
Name me the white fighters that are making the most money in boxing right now over the black fighters.
Bro, it's about performance. So at the end of the day, when you get to that heavyweight, or not heavyweight, when you get to that championship level, of course you're getting that championship money. Like,
who are the top earners in boxing history? Black fighters.
Can you? Yeah, because they got there. But can you tell me who got the biggest purses coming out the gate?
Huh?
Who has
got the biggest fighters coming out the gate? What gate? What gate are you talking about?
Their pro debuts, their third fights, their second fights.
Well, Sugar Ray Leonard was one of the ones who got the biggest fighter purses coming out the gate.
Okay.
So, Loma.
That was
he white?
Well, I mean, he was accepted a lot by the culture. If you want
okay, that's what it is. Okay, I see.
Nah, I'm not saying that.
When it doesn't fit your narrative, it doesn't fit your narrative,
right,
bro.
If he got the
most highest earning boxers of all time are all black, bro.
And all right, so why do you think that is?
Well, because they deserved it.
Okay, but did they always? Did they not?
But you're saying that like there's some bias that white fighters get paid more for no reason, and that's not true.
Every other industry.
That's not true, dog.
Like every other
Lomachenko make more than Devin Haney.
I'm in the studio.
Come on, bro. Don't be a fucking idiot, dog. Don't be an idiot.
Oh.
I do seem to remember. I remember Lomachenko was getting like 3 million, and Devin was supposed to get like 1 million or something like that. It was like
you hear it every time
when Devin was like 15.
No, he wasn't 15 when he was discussing the Lomachenko fight. That was how it went down.
Okay.
Devin had to take a serious.
All right, let's look at it this way. Lomachenko, right? He was a champion, right? Tank fought Ryan. Did they not make more than Lomachenko ever made in a single fight?
Absolutely. Tank is a superstar.
They weren't champions. And you got a white guy. You think if your theory was correct, that white guy would have made way more than like, oh, he's white. He's got kind of blonde hair. Like, oh, we're going to give him way more money. No. Ryan, who's Mexican, and Tank both made more money on that fight than Lomachenko ever made on any fucking fight.
Interesting and more known. Like you can't.
Your point is fucking crap, bro.
No.
Your point is shit.
There's certain levels.
Your point is shit, dog. Just admit it. Just admit it. You're being destroyed by someone who knows more than you. And that's all it is.
When you have to stick on topic, though.
I'm on topic. I'm 100% on topic.
No, you're not on topic. Because
I am on topic.
Of course, Usain Bolt is gonna make more money than white runners because he's fucking winning, because he's more interesting. But was he always in that position? No. He
You
had
Okay,
to
so
fucking
who are the
Serena
white
Williams
runners
and
who were
Anna
in that
Kournikova.
position?
You know
Who
what I
are
mean?
who are the white runners who were in that position before him? Tell me.
There's people from Australia. We don't know him now because he fucking came out from nothing. Who are the white golfers?
You're
that
talking about
Tiger
track
Woods
and
had
field,
to-
motherfucker.
Who
Are you
had
serious?
who are the white fucking golfers that Tiger Woods beat? Who are the white runners that fucking
Oh,
Flo?
Jack Nicklaus. Like that was different though.
Come
But
on,
Tiger
man.
Woods is still the #1 golfer.
Yeah, he had to fucking work his way up. We saw the Tiger Woods movie.
Yeah, so does everyone have to work their way up?
Hey, the girl from the University
Not
of
everyone.
Kentucky.
Not everyone.
The girl
Okay,
from the
who
University
didn't
of
have to
Kentucky
work
got
their
a
way up?
$2 million endorsement from Puma, and she
Who didn't
ain't
have to
never
work their
finished-
way up?
She ain't finished top 3 nothing. She
What?
has like one of the biggest endorsement deals in track and field, and she ain't got the biggest endorsement. She ain't won shit.
I couldn't hear you. Who are you talking about?
The girl from the University of Kentucky,
The
who
girl from the University of Kentucky.
can't
I have
remember
no
her
idea
name.
who the fuck that is.
I can't remember her name. It's only one. She's a
Because you
really
don't
fast
know,
white
don't
girl.
mean it ain't a good excuse. You know?
She's
Uh,
a really fast white girl who ain't never
Really
finished
fast
in the
white
top
girl.
5, nothing in the world. She has a
Now we're
large-
going to girls track.
No, it
I
was just
thought
an
we were
example.
talking about Usain Bolt.
It's an example of comparison about if you want to
Is
use
it?
Serena,
All right, all right.
Serena
I'll make it a
Williams and Anna
comparison.
Kournikova,
All right.
no
Can I make
comparison.
a comparison? Can I make a
Ronda
comparison?
Rousey, remember what she
Can I-
did?
Yeah, I remember. Can you remember Michael Jordan and his shoe deal?
Of course.
Now, do you think that bitch from whatever the University of Kentucky, you don't even know her name, has a better deal than fucking Michael Jordan?
Not fucking Michael Jordan.
Get this guy
Huh?
out of here, Skywalker. This is crazy.
Hey,
This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I know
Get
it's
this guy out of
crazy.
here, man.
It's
But
crazy
look,
when there's
but
logic. You can't even
but look,
remember
Well,
that
we
bitch's
can
name.
use logic, bro. What
You
about
can't even remember that
this whole
Y'all
bitch's
shit?
gonna be
name.
hijacking the show,
Remember the
man.
girl who
You
did all
can't
this?
remember the
Let's use
bitch's
Conor
name.
McGregor. He's another example. You know what I mean? Like somebody who he did work his way up, but he talked his way up. I don't think that a black guy would have been as well receptive if he wasn't Irish and like that. You know what I mean? And I love my Irish people. I've been to Ireland. Katie Taylor, one of my favorite people. I just want to say that. But one of the richest people. He's not even hungry anymore. He don't even have to fight anymore.
Yeah, because
Well, Tim,
Floyd
I'll
chose
say this,
him
Tim.
as an
I'll say
easy
this.
target.
It depends on who you are
Floyd
because
chose him as an easy
Sugar-
target.
Sugar
Why
Ray-
didn't
Sugar
Floyd
Ray
fight John
Robinson-
Jones?
Sugar Ray Robinson was loved dearly, and he did a lot of despicable things by both people. It just takes a special person to be loved by everybody. You know, you can't say his name now, but Bill Cosby
Called
was that way too,
charisma.
man. It's rare to have a guy who can get that crossover love like that. I mean, it's the luck of the draw, really. It really is.
Charisma is what it is.
It could be people have charisma, but it's also got to be something about that person that they admire and love. Like
Yes,
you
it's
had
called
Mick Jagger.
charisma.
Hold on, quiet while I'm talking. You had Mick Jagger saying when Ali lost to Larry Holmes, that was the end of his youth. Like it's kind of different now. You don't have these same people making these kind of connections with big stars like that anymore.
They hated him.
I mean, you got to remember when Hurricane went to jail, Bob Dylan wrote a song about it. I mean, I don't think people, Bob Dylan's old, but Bob Dylan was a big time star. He wrote a song about Hurricane. It just depends on how you get embraced, man. Everybody's not gonna get embraced that same way. It's the luck of the draw, man. It really is. But on another note, the good thing is we got some big fights coming up. We got Bivol versus Beterbiev. We got heavyweight championship finally about to be consolidated. I'm excited. I really want to see Beterbiev beat the brakes off Bivol. I can't wait to see that. I mean, Beterbiev, I hope he hurt him bad. I really do.
I think he's gonna break that.
Who's playing that music?
No, that's not.
Who's got the total alive, man? Whoever's doing that.
It's Coach Green. What's up, everybody? It's been a while. What's up? How everybody been?
What up, Coach?
What's up? Yeah, I had to make my entrance for y'all. Hey, I love the show. y'all energy, y'all intensity, man, that's what we need. That's what we really need in the sport of boxing. Just straight purists. Whether we agree, we don't agree. Whether someone need to say, hold on, MFer, and we get it right. Y'all look, this is what we really need in the sport of boxing. BVO boxing, brother. Big shouts out. Hop low, respect, dog. Like for real, hop low, respect.
Yeah, respect to you too. Respect to
For
you.
real.
Respect to everybody.
Tim and Tim. Man, y'all know what time it is.
Coach.
And I've been in the background just trying to get myself together. And hey, that's just life. So Mr. Tim, somebody called you out, sir?
No.
Nah. If somebody asks you what you gonna do, they calling you out. Yo, what you gonna do? They don't have no opponent.
I thought about it.
I know you did. I know you did.
They came back with something that wasn't.
Hey, fam, listen. Remember, the sport of boxing needs true soldiers and warriors.
Oh, I agree with you, but they talking short notice.
I got you. But remember, what's the number one thing? Because you train fighters. What's your number one thing you say to your fighters? Say fight ready. Am I right or wrong, Coach?
I mean, I've said it plenty of times.
Coach, come on, Coach. Come on, Coach.
I said it plenty of times on
Come on, Coach. Come on, Coach.
I'm relaxed.
I made the entrance, baby.
My people, and it's going to be a certain type of situation to get me off the couch, man.
Coach, come on, Coach. Coach, that man called you out, disrespected you. Come on, Coach. Man, you go a little bit back.
So
that man came on Skywalker show disrespecting, came on y'all show disrespecting. Come on, Coach. You gotta get at that dude. Come on, Coach. You gotta put everything down and just say, that dude, he disrespected me. I think, and it's just me. I think when you got that call, Coach, you should have been all over it. What they say, like white on rice. Come on, baby. Come on, Coach.
Let me say something.
Yes, Coach.
When I said that I was done,
okay.
I took that to heart.
Respect.
And
back. Somebody
got a window open.
It ain't me.
Turn your exit out of YouTube, Coach Green.
No, yeah. You got Coach Green's got 2 windows open. We'll be good after that.
So
is it an echo right now?
Yeah.
No, yes, it is.
Oh, here it is.
Echo.
Okay. I'll exit out and come back in, but also make sure that there is nothing open in my background.
All
right. Peace. All right.
Good, man. We fuck up a show enough without having technology fuck it up on us.
So I'm not going to say too much because I want him to hear what I got to say, but it's like I'm enjoying myself right now, and if they really and boxing was hard back then when I was doing it. When I was doing it, it was hard. So for me to get off the couch right now, I'm like, yo, I'm not, and it don't got to be no astronomical amount. I'm not even talking about $30,000 or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about no astronomical, and that's nothing. That's peanuts. But don't come to me with $1,500. That's disrespect. That's something that I'm not. I make that. And
You made more in your debut, didn't you,
yeah,
bro?
you know, I don't have to. You know, I can enjoy myself off of what I'm doing right now, rather than that. So that that was that issue. Now
And so with a spoon name, bro.
And it would
everything,
have been the Sons of
look,
Legends. Yeah.
everything that coach said was true though. I'm looking like, look, man, if I get this guy out of here, which I'm like, man, I might still be able to do it a little bit out of shape. They want me to be ready by March 16th. I'm like, yo, I might still be able to do it out of shape. If I do that, who knows what's next? You know what I mean? But I'm not going to take that chance, make myself look out of shape or whatever. You guys saw me when I was training, when I was getting ready. I like to train. I like to get ready. But right now, I got 9 fighters fighting in the Golden Gloves.
Why did you stop so young, man?
Why did I stop so young?
Yeah.
I started when I was 8. So when people say 30 is young, it's not really young. I had my first fight when I was 8. I played a lot of other sports for school and for recreation. I was a football player. I was actually a varsity volleyball player. If I was going to go to college, it was going to be for volleyball, believe it or not. But I stopped all that to concentrate on boxing. And then, things didn't really work out. Like when we talk about T.O., without getting into it, I can kind of relate to what T.O.'s going through right now, with having the father-son relationship with training or whatever. But long story short, I was running for my last fight and my patella tendon popped. Boom. And I still went on. I couldn't run. I couldn't lose the rest of the weight that I had to lose. And even when I walked up to the hotel room, I had to have people help me into my hotel room the night before the fight. And I went on to still take the fight and still I hurt the guy and I got kind of happy and I tried to knock him out, but I couldn't, and I couldn't move the way I wanted to. And then after that, I was like, damn, I was already like kind of training people and I was making $60 an hour, just teaching people 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, damn, this is kind of good. I'm injured. I don't have any health insurance. I'm a professional fighter. That's something that these guys don't realize in real life, that these fighters up here don't, unless they're making enough money every month to have health insurance, they don't have health insurance. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go rack up these hours, $60 an hour. All I got to do is work 3 people a day, 4 people a day, and that turned into a whole day worth of people, and that turned into me owning my own gym. So
that makes
it kind
sense.
of was like a transition. I kind of used my degree that I learned all these years from when I was 8 until I was 30 to pass that on to other people and turn that into a business. And that's how I still regret right now that I didn't have someone telling me to train for one more fight, try to get healthy. I regret that till this day. I'll regret that till I die. But I feel like I am also where I'm supposed to be in life right now, as far as being able to turn my degree in boxing into a business.
I just say, man, you left a lot in the tank, man. From when I would watch you, man, we thought you was gonna be that guy, man. I'll tell you that. You let a lot of people down, man, but you did your best.
Yeah, a lot of things happen behind the scenes that people don't know. A lot of time outside of actually competing. I only have 15 amateur fights myself, and I was fighting like that. So it's like it's a couple of injuries I had early on. There's a whole bunch of series of events that led me to where I'm at right now.
Hey, Tim, what was the biggest fight you ever had, bro? Like the biggest one that meant the most to you? Was it that Tevin Farmer matchup? Because it was like battle of the best from Pennsylvania at the time.
The best from Philly. But no, but not it's hard for me to put that out there because me and Tevin Farmer fought at a time where Tevin Farmer wasn't Tevin Farmer. He was Tevin Farmer in spirit and a little bit of skill, but he wasn't the Tevin Farmer that we know today. And we didn't know that. People didn't realize he was a weak replacement. I had to fight a fighter pull out a week before my fight, and they pulled Tevin Farmer in. Tevin Farmer had to come up and fight me. I had to go down and fight him to make the fight happen within a week, and we did that. And we ended up fighting. He ended up outpointing me, split decision, and it was for a little American title. It's not even worth mentioning. And the fight went on to be a Philadelphia Fight of the Year. But that kind of thing was a good fight, but it was inside Philly. You know what I mean? So it was like if you weren't there at that night, it's like a legend where we're from. It's like, oh man, that night made Tevin Farmer, some people believe, after he fought me, he went on and never looked back. But for me, I think the biggest fight was my fight against Dusty Harrison, where it was at the end of my career a little bit. They called me on 3 weeks' notice. And that's one of them fights where, like, coach was like, yo, you should just go fight Rahman. I done did it before. They called me. I'm on vacation with my girl. I'm in the Midwest. I was supposed to fight the week before I went on vacation. The fight didn't happen. I'm out in the Midwest. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm with my family or whatever. They called me, yo, we got this fight for you. It's such and such money. I'm like, all right, bet. I get back to Philly, I start training. But the reason why it's the biggest fight of my life is because for once in my life, everybody all over the world could see what I was doing. I've fought in other countries before, but only people in other countries could watch it. I fought in America, but only people in my area could watch it. But when I fought on ESPN, I had people hit me up from Australia, the Philippines, South America, Canada, where I'm from. And that's really like, I was like, damn, win or lose, like that's like, it really let me know that people could see actually what I've been doing since I was 8 years old. So that was probably my biggest fight.
Did the name hold you back at all?
Nah, man, we fight, man. I'm one of 5 professional fighters in my family. I'm just one of 5.
Yeah, but they're not named Tim Witherspoon Jr. either, though.
Yeah, that's true. But when you Tim Witherspoon Jr., you don't realize. I didn't realize who my dad was until I was a professional already. I didn't realize until we were traveling overseas because I had a fight, and people were recognizing him on the train. We get in the Manchester airport in England. We got to get from the train is connected to the airport. So we get our luggage and everything. We get on the train that's connected to the airport. No longer than we sit down, the dude next to me say, hey, you're Tim Witherspoon, aren't you? You fought Frank Bruno. And that is when I really realized, like, holy fuck. Now, mind you, before that, I've been in Atlantic City. I was in my dad's nuts when he fought Larry Holmes. I've been to Madison Square Garden plenty of times. I've met Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Roy Jones. I've seen Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley right in front of me, but nothing clicked until we sat on that train and a random person in another country, the first time that I ever went to that country, noticed who my father was. Never till then did I realize what was going on. And before all that, I was just fighting because I loved to fight. So, the name did not mean nothing. Now, my son is a little bit different. He's got to follow behind my dad, me, and now it's his turn. So that's it's a little bit more pressure. It's a little bit easier to be middle.
So, Coach, this coach bringing them back in here, and hopefully I turned everything off or whatever. Brother, so, because I got disconnected, are you going to take the fight with Rahman or not, brother?
Coach Green.
Talk to me. What you going to do? I mean, train everything. but are you going to take the fight for a celebrity type match on maybe an undercard with Jake and Logan Paul, whatever? Because I respect Lord of the Crystals. I respect BVO because they were saying something earlier. I'm telling y'all two brothers, y'all was saying something earlier. And Mr. Bruce. And I'm going to touch on that. That's why I'm asking you, are you going? And I'm going to mute myself after this. Are you going in front of the panel with D Free down there and Mr. Diaz? Brother, are you going to possibly try to make a match happen on maybe a MVP undercard against this brother? And I'm gonna mute myself.
All right, so Coach, it's a lot of factors to that. I know that a lot of people would wish that I just press the button and say go. I wish it was a situation that they came to me that I couldn't turn down, that I couldn't refuse. But let me just explain something to you. I own my own boxing gym. We see that is crowded. I have 9 fighters entering the Philadelphia Golden Gloves. First fights are next Saturday. 9 fighters. I started out with not one person in my gym. Now I have 9 fighters. That's a lot of hard work that I've been putting in there. I also have a nonprofit where I'm helping my community out with their shortcomings. So we're working on getting kids not only backpacks, but fully back to school clothing. We have to start that like now. That's something that we're starting now for next school year so we can raise enough funds to help out enough people. I also have 4 children myself and all that to run. So with that being said, with all that on my plate, when they asked me about the fight, my response was, how much are they paying? And that was even before I asked what the date was. So Heather Aces came back to me and said, oh, well, I don't know. I don't really want to get into that unless you're really interested in taking the fight. That was what she really said. She said she didn't want to go back to the promotional company unless I was really interested. So I asked her, I said, what's the date? And then they came back with saying March 16th. And I'm like, damn, I haven't even really been training. I've been focusing on other things, trying to get my business, whatever. So then I was saying, all right, well, look, if they come back to me with the right number, even though it's at March 16th, that I would do it. And like I told these brothers before you came back on, Coach, I'm not asking for 30 grand. I'm asking for something fair. Really what I should be asking is how much is he going to make, and then base my analysis off of that. He could be making 100 grand and I could be only making 5 or whatever like that. But they came back to me with $1,500, 2 flights to Florida and a hotel room for the weekend. 20% of the pay-per-view sales of something that I never even knew existed, that I didn't even know Hasim Rahman was still even active or doing anything. So I left that last message open for them to come back to me with another number or something different, and I haven't heard anything back yet.
So, and Champ, you know what? I really respect and admire you coming out, because me, I'm gonna try to push you like, come on, Champ. Also, though, I really respect, especially on this platform, because y'all know I just been in the cut for a minute, and you opening yourself up, excuse me, you opening yourself up like that to us. And I really respect that because, as we all know, for them kids, man, even the number you was asking for still ain't enough. Even for them kids, man, it should be a minimum. And it's just me speaking. It should be a minimum of 6 figures for you to get in that ring, dog. Because what you doing, especially for them kids, and it seems like a lot of people really don't understand, especially in the fight game. And that's why for BVO and also Lord of the Crystals, I wanted to touch on, because as they were saying about earlier, excuse me, about how much somebody getting paid, what they getting, what they not getting, especially as I'ma just put it there, as Black American fighters, what it is. But also I understood we brought up Edgar Berlanga against Canelo. And from what I saw last night, because I'm gonna touch on that real quick, Berlanga can't mess with Canelo. And I gotta stop being impartial toward Canelo, because what I think how the WBC is just backing him. So I really have to say this: Berlanga versus Canelo, man, they need to stop playing. Like stop playing. End that. With that being said, too, with my brother Lord of the Crystals was saying earlier, it's all about y'all marketing and advertising. That's why I asked about you possibly being on MVP, because MVP is backed by WWE, y'all. And I'm telling all of y'all this. I know this 100% fact. MVP is backed by WWE, or for us old school people, WWF. That's what they are financially backed by them. But also I tried to say get us being backed by them. I just wasn't organized enough, and my brain and my potential was bigger than my bank account. So I just gotta tell the truth. MVP is financially backed by WWE, WWF, y'all. Because why Showtime went out of business? Because what? They wanted something more scripted, y'all. We in the boxing world, let me say this. Some of us in the boxing world do not know how to script something enough to be able to say, okay, when you walk up those 3 and 4 steps, you got to turn that off. That's what I have been doing in the background, though. Trying to meet people to work with our amateur program, not the pros, our amateur program, to script something up enough to be like, okay, but when you get up there in that ring, all that go out, you got to go full, wall to wall, y'all. But that's what we are missing, y'all, in the boxing game. That's why I was respecting what BVO said earlier. That's why I respecting what Lord of Crystals was saying earlier, y'all. And it's if we don't understand, y'all, how to come together to just be able to script up enough show. Floyd tried to do it with John Gotti Jr. or the grandson. He tried, y'all. He tried. But once again, just like BVO said about, people doing this and doing that, y'all. Tyson Fury. How did Tyson Fury become big? WWF, WWE. Floyd Mayweather, WWF, WWE. So our thing is that for fighters of color, how can we be able to script something together to be able to do our thing? But also, even with the Latino fighters, even with the Mexican fighters, even with the Asian fighters, international, y'all, what can we do to bring everybody together to say, listen, if we can't come together to make this with boxing, especially with the amateurs, because we can do it with the amateurs though.
I wonder what's Inoue first.
Say again, brother.
What is Inoue making fight, bro? His last fight.
In a way, from my understanding, with the upside and everything behind everything that's going on, Sky, in a way, is doing between 4 to 5 million. That's our money.
So it's about half of what a megastar makes here stateside, right?
Well, you got to look at it though. What currency is he using? See, that's the thing. Because in a way, let's say Inoue make 5 million here in America, but then his money is in euro. So if he making 5 million here in American, hey, that's maybe like 7 million in euro. But remember, what if he using crypto? What you know what I'm saying, Sky? These are type of things that our boxers don't understand. Managers, promoters, all of this at our level. The bigger level they understand, but at our level, bro. That's why I respect what Tim said, that when he say he was in Manchester on a train and somebody say, hey, about his dad, bro.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, Sky, as a whole for boxing, we are missing. You know, that's why I enjoy listening to Mr. Bruce, because he bring on a lot of the old school, old time boxers, bro. The managers, promoters, he bring all of that on. And Sky, hey, y'all, listen. We need to hit like, subscribe to everybody channel up here. Everybody channel. People that's listening to y'all, everybody need to hit like, and subscribe, all notifications to all of y'all channels, bro. Even to the gentleman who y'all felt was disrespectful. Hit like and subscribe to his channel. The only reason why I'm saying that, bro, because that gentleman can bring other views to y'all channels too. Y'all don't have to agree with each other. We don't. But we just have to respect each other. And that's one thing in a boxing ring or the ring of life. When you step in there against somebody that's against you in the ring of life, everybody can't step up in those 3 and 4 steps, y'all. Everybody can't get in the ring. Sky, everybody can't get in the ring against you and take your shot, dog. Because I've been there training you. Tim Witherspoon Jr., brother. Everybody can't get in the ring against you, dog.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Me and Rock fight, we gonna fight. We gonna fight.
And that's why I'm saying, bro, is that I think that if it's promoted through, say, MVP, WWE, just something on that type of platform, then I believe that you can get what you want, he get what he want, but also you can have your young crew. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have y'all young crew up there. Because I think Rockman, you know, he had his issues with Jake and Logan Paul, but I think, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think he kind of rolled with them. So, you know, it can be a great way for, you know, I think all parties, you know.
Oh, man, we lost him.
So,
Hey,
but look,
I gotta ask something, man. This is important for me. I want all y'all to pay attention to what I'm saying. All right, Bruce, you are a boxing historian type person, right?
Bruce Sweet.
Hey, Bruce, you up?
You got a really bad echo going on, but bro, no, you know, see, I specialize in boxing a certain era, the era I like. I'm not a boxing writer or a boxing historian. I'm just I have expertise in certain times of boxing. So
So can you elaborate on the time frame? Would you consider the Jack Johnson era one of those areas that you expertise in?
No.
Okay. Because
80s,
my
70s and 80s, Bruce, huh?
Okay. Because I mean my next question was going to be on, if you cover those topics, do you cover the issues that are related to the debates between races and the way that people are placed into position or whatever? Because the guy that came on this channel, he came over here from your side of the thing. He came from your channel, and he came in here real heavy after we mentioned something to you that had to do with the way that boxers were placed. So I just want to be sure that we have a clear understanding here. I don't want to be having a conversation saying, okay, this is what we've seen in the sport of boxing, how something's being set up or placed based off of whatever. It don't got to be race. It could be based off of how many Instagram followers somebody got. But if we don't acknowledge that part of it, we're being disingenuous and dishonest with people who are listening to us, because those things exist. They always have existed, and they exist even more today.
And
there's plenty of biases in media, plenty of them. ESPN, all those fighters they had over there. You remember when Teofimo had all those lines and stuff in his head? They made him change his haircut. There was the other Puerto Rican kid that's active over there with him now. They got him looking like some type of supermodel. He had cornrows, right? I've watched all these guys go and change their image. They came in looking all hip-hop-ish, if you want to say that, but now they look like they're basically whitewashing it. They're making these guys assume an identity, and I get it. It's a marketing thing, right? But if we don't acknowledge it, that these people are being marketed this way because they appeal to a certain demographic, we're being disingenuous. So I would ask anybody who's covering history of boxing from whatever period, bring it up, explain why it is the way it is. It'll help people going forward. We don't have to argue about it if we know such and such didn't play such and such on because he's too dark, he's too light. We would know that. We wouldn't have to do that anymore. We wouldn't have to have those arguments if people acknowledge it. But I know for a fact there are people out here that don't believe these problems exist, and they won't even acknowledge it. So I'm sick of acknowledging and being cool with everybody else's stuff. But when it comes to the issues that involve people that look like me, we get people turning their back. That's wrong. It's wrong, man.
Well.
So you asking me a question, or are you making a statement?
I asked you the question, or you answered the question. But now my next question is will you, when you cover those topics, can you please elaborate on how such and such got put into a position to fight? Because we know what happened with Jack Johnson. They wouldn't let Jack Johnson fight for the heavyweight. Then when they let him fight for the heavyweight championship and he beat that boy ass and then he was smashing them white girls, there was a riot started in America and black people died over a fucking boxing match, bro. And that shit's been happening. There's other boxers who got fucking murdered because they wouldn't lay down for the mafia. We can't sit around and act like that shit don't exist. I'm not laying down with this. It's too much of this. I love the sport, but we got to acknowledge that bullshit that's over there before we can move forward. Heavy. I mean,
Bruce.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you can preach all day long, man. I talk to boxers. I talk about boxing. I don't talk about socialist issues with them if they want to, and I'm certainly not going to bring it up on my show, bro. Because
okay, respect.
Yeah, I mean that's your thing, Ernest, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Respect.
I grew up in the '70s, bro. I worked at a radio station where I saw forced busing in Boston. My first day on the job, they gave me a cassette recorder, and I saw fucking racism like you would not believe, bro. You don't know racism. I come from a different era than you, bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you.
Sorry. My dad was
no.
Wait.
Have you ever seen the national? You gonna let me finish or what?
You would know. We don't do this, bro. I'm educated.
Have you ever seen the National Guard come in your neighborhood and fucking.
I got slaves in my family, bro.
I think you guys are on the
I got
same
thousands of acres that have been
What I
taken.
experienced then and what I experience now and what I'm experiencing now, there is no fucking, it is not the slightest fraction of the racial injustice that I saw back in the 70s or in the 60s before I could even do anything about it. I mean, it's a different era. These athletes today are pampered. They're making millions of dollars. It's nothing like it was in the Jack Johnson era, bro. You got to do your fucking research. And if you want to preach about it, you got to learn a little bit more about Jack Johnson, what he went through, and Joe Louis, what Joe Louis's trainer told him, what he could do and what he couldn't do, the rules he had to follow, bro. I mean, it ain't fucking black and white, and it ain't like you say it is, man. You got to learn a little bit if you're going to stop preaching to boxing.
Didn't I bring it up? Did I mention it? Does that mean I not know something? Bro, I do research. That's what I do. I do my research, but I see the perspective that you're taking. I see the angle that you're taking, and I'm glad we're having this conversation. And I asked you that for that specific reason, because your boy came over from your channel and came over here trying to.
Who's not my boy from my channel?
Over here,
Monk on the internet.
That's not cool.
My boy from my channel.
Yeah.
Tell me about. Elaborate on this. How's this cat on the internet who comes on here because he's one of the fucking almost 2,000 subs I have on my channel? How is this my boy coming in here, bro? And what? Because he has a fucking.
Man, feel real comfortable coming over and talking to us like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from your channel.
I have no fucking control over that. Just like I have no control over you. You have no control over you. You're showing as much immaturity as you did, man. I'm not going to argue with a fucking idiot. You just keep talking.
Your ass now.
Come on,
I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I see why they've been on your ass now.
Hey,
who's been on my ass?
Wait. Let's calm down. Let's everybody calm down.
Now let this Fox Revolutionary go.
Let's calm down. Skywalker, can we mute some people real quick?
You guys are good, man. You guys know, man. But yeah, that whole shit turned. I was hearing some, some racial tones earlier. That's why I was muting the guy earlier. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the issue is. I mean, I understand what Bruce says. You can't control people coming in. I got people that will type up a racist comment in my chat, and I'll have to fucking block them because I don't allow racism in my channel, bro. Everybody's different colors on my panel, bros. You can see we got Asians, we got Mexican, white. You know what I'm saying? You talking about a big mix here, but that's why that's my lane and my channel. It's there's no race, and the guy kind of came in and twisted shit up.
Can I add something? Because something stood out right now with me, and I'm gonna leave after this with Ernest and Bruce right now. That I think that I can address and maybe help out the situation and mend some things between people where there's a little bit of a disconnect where some people think that things that happen in the 70s, that those people's fathers haven't had to have conversations with their children about what happened to them, and that their children won't feel that same feeling, or that the same thing that happened to their father will not happen to them. I live in a situation where my dad has told me things that happened to him in Philadelphia, and there's things that happen to me, and there's things that I have to tell my son that he has to watch out for, because of the way that we look. In certain situations, people don't understand that just because it happened back in the 60s doesn't mean that these conversations haven't been passed on and these situations haven't been passed on. And it's passed on both sides, If my father has to tell me about him getting called a nigger and punched in the face by white people, there's a counterpart to that. Those same people pass their side of that story on to their kids. You know what I mean? So we have to understand that even though things were different in the 70s, we are still in a situation where those stories are still alive in the grandchildren's of the people that happened to. So with that being said, we just have to be a little bit more sensitive to each other. Not everybody is out to make race a thing. Certain people feel it a little bit different than certain people. But at the end of the day, we all come on this channel to love each other. You know, we all come on this channel to help each other out. I come on this channel because I love coming on this channel and talking boxing with you guys. I love Skywalker. I love Bruce. I love Angel. I love Ernest. I love everybody that comes on here because you know why? We are all family. At the end of the day, this channel brings us together. And we can't let race or any outside thing come in between that. And the one thing that we can't let come between that before I'll go is Hasim Rahman Jr. We're not going to let him ruin anything that we got going on here. So with that being said, though, guys, let's just love each other.
Yeah.
We know history, we know the future, we know where we want to go, and we know where we've been. Let's just be present right now. All right, guys.
For sure.
All right, man. I love you guys all. I'll see you next week.
I'm gonna end this show.
Peace out, brother. Peace out.
All right, guys. Much love to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, man, love you guys. Much love.
Peace out. See you guys later.
Everybody have a great night.
All right, peace, guys.